Yeah, anyway, since I'm in the truck, I guess I'm going to go ahead and drive over to the hayfield and take a look at that too. I'm going to go take the fast way there. Well, here at the hayfield. It's only a fescue. There might be a little bit of alfalfa mixed in there, but not very much. It gets less and less every year. That's where I sprayed. That way they can see the entrance better when they come. Looks like the guy who mowed the grass in front of the township, who mowed my grass along the road yesterday, came down here too. Okay, let me turn around. Okay. The renters got corn in the field that my brother had Sudan grass last summer. Yeah, this is where I sprayed. Yeah, the neighbor's got corn on the left. Neighbor. Oh yeah, he's a neighbor. It lives down there. I think you can see his white roof way on the left-hand corner on top. That's where he lives, down that way. And he rents everything except what I rent. I rent this 20 acres from the family farm. Yeah. And all I ever do is raise grass. I had a straight alfalfa in here. And I think 2017. 17? No, it was 2018. We planted. I had them sprayed. I had the field sprayed. Killed all the fescue. And then it was 2018. And then I had them plant the same people who bale my hay. They planted pear millet for me, and then that's my sister. She just drove in. She lives down the road here behind me. Anyway, planted pearl millet, and that made a good hay crop. And then after the pearl millet was harvested, it was like September. The ground was bare. I mean, weed killer killed the fescue, and the millet helped too. It was so thick. So we planted. I used these machines here, and I planted alfalfa, straight alfalfa, and that grew good for about 3 or 4 years. And then the fescue started coming. I didn't plant the fescue. The fescue seed must have been in the soil, and it just started to come back. There's a car coming, so I'm gonna stay on my side of the road here. Here's a patch. Here's a clump of that switchgrass. I'd like to have the whole field in switchgrass, but well. Now what? Is that my brother? That's my brother. My brother was coming back. He stopped me. He was just telling me that he's going to have the same guy that cuts and bales mine. He's going to have him cut his clover. So I guess we're waiting on that. Or he is. Because he said his clover's ready. Maybe I'll go over and look at it. It was stubble clover last year. Wheat stubble with the clover in it. But there's some switchgrass. The darker green stuff is the switchgrass. So if I could get the whole field like that, but that switchgrass is so hard to germinate, and it's very expensive to buy too per pound. I looked it up years ago when I bought this. I just bought like 5 pounds, and it was a lot per pound. It's a lot, and then it's hard to germinate. You can see the darker ones. That's the switchgrass. I like to get the whole field on switchgrass. Maybe it competes with these. Yeah. But anyway, I make do with what I got here. At least there's something here for the cattle to eat. That's the main thing. But hopefully the weather will warm up and dry up a little bit. So at least until the hay is baled. Yeah. Get done with this. I'll go drive over and look at my brother's clover field. No, there's something, like I said, there's something here to make hay on. That's all I need. Something that the cattle will eat. And it's going to seed right now, so it's going to start getting tough now. Okay, that's my hay field. It's ready to cut. You just gotta wait for the weather to be good enough to make hay. My brother's clover is down there on the left side near those trees. I'm gonna drive down there. Yeah, my brother's probably got clover planted in here too, which means they're going to have stubble clover. This is the renter's wheat though. My brother has some kind of deal with him. I don't know how it works out. But, the renter plants whatever he wants, but whenever he plants wheat, my brother will plant the clover in it, and then somehow they divide the harvest of the clover somehow, half or 2/3 and 1/3, something like that. I'm not sure how it works out. So my brother don't have to rent anything. He lets the neighbor rent from the farm, and then my brother plants clover in the rented ground, in the neighbor's, or in the rented ground that the neighbor is renting for the wheat or whatever crop, and then they somehow split the clover harvest. Maybe there's a culvert in there. Okay, this is my brother's clover. Yeah. How they're going to split it, how the renter will split it, I'm not even sure if the renter has any claim to this, because I'm not sure how that works. Like I said, it's all a mystery to me, but this is my brother's clover for his hay. That stuff over there is stubble clover. Those bales there, that's stubble clover from last year. Probably could drive around. I don't know if I'm allowed to drive along there. I'm gonna try. Hope I don't get yelled at for doing this. I'll stay along the fence. Yeah, I think it's okay. Along the tree line. I used to be able to do this. He's got some more bales over here. I can drive around that tree. I'll come out on another road over there. This is my brother's hay. And next year he'll have clover someplace else, wherever the wheat was. This old tree here. Oh, I think I better go in here. Tight fit. But I didn't want to drive my brother's clover. Yeah, this goes out and then turns along the neighbor's property and then comes out on that road. Okay, let's continue. I don't normally do this, but today I felt like doing it. Since my brother told me his clover's ready to bale, ready to harvest, I mean, not bale, ready to cut. And the same people who cut and bale mine also cut his. And they might figure it out that when he comes to cut my brother's, he might cut mine too. I think there might be a wet spot in here. I don't get stuck. Yeah, it's really wet. It's always been a wet spot in this area. I think there used to be a pond here once. That's my aunt's house down there. I got an acre. They bought it from my parents when I was in the Navy, I think, back in the 70s. Because they had a house there when I came back from the Navy, I know that. This goes out to the road, and then I'll take that and drive back to the farm on my way home. Oh. Yes, clover's blooming. It's ready to cut. Oh. Camera keeps slipping. Did I hit a bump? Now the clover field goes all the way to the next wheat field. Okay, I'm at the road now. Gotta watch the traffic on this road. Yeah. This is the edge of the farm. Now to head home. Oh, I might stop with the pear orchard first. Now this is my brother's clover field. It's wider than this is. It's narrow. That's my aunt's house. Actually, legally, This area here on this corner isn't part of their acre, but they've got a drainage ditch along that side there, and like a sewer or some kind of drainage ditch. It was always wet, so my father got tired of making tracks through there, so I guess he let them use this as the thing. But their acre actually goes way back into the field, it's longer from the road, but they got more road frontage that they're using, so I don't know how that's going to work out if they ever sell it. But look at all those what's the name of them, milkweed. They're all blooming. Oh boy, butterflies are going to like those. And some more over here. I can see all my yellow poles where I saw trees that I can graft. Yeah. Let's go drive in. Parkway anyway. That's where the pears are. The grafted pears. My brother's house is in those trees there. And that's my niece's house, my sister eldest, and she lives over there, my sister. That's the parents' house, or my brother lives there. Oh, they got the new roof on. My sister said something about they're going to have a new roof put on. A metal roof. Yeah. Yeah, I'll have to take a better look at it. Oh, I can see it from here. Yeah, looks pretty nice. She mentioned something about it. They're going to put one on. I hope I can walk down there without getting my feet wet. I could use some of that riprap there. I need to put some of that on my bridge on the north side, northwest side, where it's undercut. The currents undercut the bridge a little bit. But I could do that some other time. I'll get my own riprap. Let's see if I can walk through there. Hit it. There's my spraying. Hey. Yeah, and I cut the grass up here. I sprayed this too, because I can't mow this with the lawnmower. It's too rough. And I sprayed it around there too to kill what I could kill. Looks like it killed some of that tree. Let's see what the pears look like now. I transplanted that pear tree in the spring. It was growing along behind that tree there, and it wasn't doing too good, so I decided to dig it up and move it over here. And it's still got green leaves on it. Hopefully it'll get better over time. The rest are looking pretty good. I pruned them this winter. I cut off about half of it. Cut about half the tree off, but see, they're growing back already. See how they're growing up, and they're going to get long. It's only May. By the end of summer, they're going to be twice as tall. Just like one of the ones I have at my house. That's the same kind of pear that this is. I transplanted a couple from here, took them to my place. All these poles here, those are trees that I could graft when they get bigger. Maybe. There's one. There's one there that's bigger. There's one over there, I think. Yeah. And let's see these other ones. I'm not sure, but I think that's one. There's one there too. It's surrounded by weeds, but there's one. Let's see what's in here. Is there one here? Yeah, right there, small one. Another one. Another one. I need some more poles because I'm guessing there's going to be some more as they get bigger. They got to be a lot bigger than that. And there's one there I need to. Although some of these look like honeysuckle, I'm not sure. There's one that's getting bigger. I need to clean up around it though. These are suckers from the root. The top is grafted and will produce pears. If I could see any. Since I prune it, there aren't that many pears on it. But I'm sure there's a couple on here. But there'll be more next year. I don't see any right now. That's where I dug out the other one. I don't know if that's one. Is that one? Is that the same pear? I think that's a pear coming off the root. That's all these pears are connected by the same root that came off of that tree. And I pruned that one. That's the old tree that mothered all these. I took the cutting off of those to graft these. And that I don't think it's a pear. I'm not sure. I know those are. I grafted those two, but they didn't. I got one there and one there, but it didn't take. It didn't work. Look at that. After this tree was barely alive, but I pruned off what I thought was, and I kept what was still alive, but looks like nothing to grow back, except it did get a sprout there, so I still got some tree. It still got some life left in it. No, that's a wild cherry there. Yeah. I don't know if any of these are going to have pears on them this year. I think there was some on that tree. Let me take a look. I remember when this tree was blooming right here. One branch was blooming. I see one pear up there in that opening there. There's a couple underneath it. So they might get a couple pears off this tree. This is from last year. Yeah. I pruned them back pretty hard because they were way too tall. The tree's got pears on it. I saw them. Well, they had lots of blossoms. And I do see a pear near the top on this side. So that'll have the most pears. That's my oldest grafted tree. I could see some pears right there, right in the middle. Right there. Uh-huh. I'm sure there's some more. I just can't see them because of the leaves. Couple kittens. The kittens and the mama were all up there on the ATV. The cat came over to me. Didn't you? Yeah. A couple babies are still up there on the ATV. The other two are down here on the ground. Aren't you? Yeah. You left your babies. Well, when I was over at the pear orchard over at the farm today, my phone memory got filled up, so I couldn't record no more. And then I had to download all my videos and clear out my phone, reset it sort of. And now I'm back. And I decided This video from today is pretty long with the big pasture tour and the hayfield and the orchard. I decided to split this in two. So I started a new video with the hayfields and the orchard and this. And since this thing, there's not much on this section, I'm going to pick up some ditch hay, ditch grass, the ditch grass that was cut yesterday already. Yeah, yesterday I think. Yeah, I'm going to pick some of that up in front of the house. Give it to the bull in the barn, see how he likes it. Yeah. Phone don't hold too much memory, so I always forget how much I record. Anyway, that gate's still open, so I'm going to take the wheelbarrow out and pick up some of that grass hay. I call it grass, or ditch hay, ditch grass from the cut yesterday. I think they're afraid of me. Two of them. Oh well. I think they're afraid of me. Anyway, I had to move the truck out just to get the wheelbarrow out. When I'm done, I'll back the truck back in here. Oh, there's not that much grass to pick up, but I'll pick up what I can. Give the bull a little treat in the barn. You got plenty to eat out there. I got 4 piles here, but down there I got 3 piles. Most of that came off right off the road. So I'm going to go down and pick that up first. There's some more grass on the road, but that's too far for me to go. This is already pretty far too, but I'll get these 3 piles. There's 3 here and 1 across the road, a little bitty pile. And then if it ain't full yet, I'll get some more up closer to my driveway. That's the first pile. Second pile, sorry, wheelbarrow's already full. I think I can get 1 more on. Third pile, loaded. Okay, that's a small pile. 4th pile, loaded. I'll get those later. I'm going to take this to the barn. They got plenty to eat. I got a little bit of grass picked up. There's plenty more down there, but I don't feel like going that far. There's a couple small piles over the hill too. But I'll get this one unloaded first and see if the bull likes it first. The wheelbarrow's light. I didn't notice it until I came back. I guess that chair was in front of my truck like it always is, and I forgot to move it. It looks like I broke the back now. Oh well. Let's head on. Keep going to the barn. Now, where should I put this hay? Grass. I think I'll put it in 2 places. I'm going to put some over there. I'm going to try to put some inside that little door there, inside the front of the trailer. But first I'm going to put some over there, on the other, inside that gate. Yeah, over there is the only place that don't have any manure piled up, so I'm going to lay it there along the edge of the fence. or gate. You have to go around, boy, if you want some of this. I'll lay it across here. That way he won't trample it. Okay. I think he's eating it. Haven't tasted the green grass for a while, have you? I forget when I put him in here. Sometime in April, I think. I'm not sure. It was a long time ago. Yeah. I think it's a good place to put it. It's going to be hard to get anything in there through that little door. This is easy. I just fork it over the top of the gate. And he can't trample it there either. Now the other cattle might come in here and eat some of there underneath there, so maybe I should push it in a little farther. Yeah, he likes that. I'm gonna go get another Orabelle pull while I can. So there's 3 piles on this side. There's 4 on the other side of the hill. I'm gonna get these first. Pile loaded. Second pile loaded. Third pile loaded. I think I'll take it to the barn. Still got 4 more piles down there. I think I can fit them on another load. I'll make sure I do. These piles are smaller anyway. I think I can fit them all on the next load. Got my credit card bill in the mail. Oh, it's already paid off though. I'm on a new statement period now. Okay, let's get that rail barrel load of grass to the barn. Coming through. Bull in the barn. He's still eating the first load I gave him. I think he was headed to the pond. The other ones are hanging out over here. I better unload this before they get to it, because they'll probably eat on it. Well, I know what he wants, but I don't have any corn for him. I'm going to unload this for this guy. If he likes that so much, I might, when this is done, I might go down to the big pasture, cut some more grass along that ditch by the road, rake it up and bring it here. But I'll use the truck for that. He doesn't like when I throw over the gate. I guess the gate makes too much noise. He was eating it before I started throwing it over. Let's see if they're going to eat some of this on the ground that I spilled after I... No? I think he's going to eat some more. Yeah, he likes it. Yeah. We haven't tasted green grass in I don't know how long, a couple months at least. I should have been doing this sooner. I was relying on the hay bale. But I guess that gets old after a while, especially when you see all this green grass growing. Now he's happy. He's surrounded here. You sure got lots of supplies. Let's get out of here and get another load. Well, she's eating it. And they can reach out there and eat some of it. But he's got most of it there, so that works out pretty good. Yeah. And if he runs out of that, I'll cut some more grass somewhere along the ditch. There's plenty of grass in the ditch. No, you don't like it that much, do you? He's got a taste for corn. He don't care about the grass. He wants the corn. And instead of feeding this one to the bull today, I'll hang on to it till he finishes the other one. I'll just leave it parked underneath the carport somewhere, and I'll give it to him maybe tomorrow or the next day. Loaded. Second pile loaded. I got to be careful with this if I'm going to leave it set overnight or for a couple of days, because it's still green. So if it heats up, I'll have to spread it out, let it dry before I feed it to him. Otherwise, he'll get bloated. Right now, the grass is still cool to their touch, but if it sets in that wheelbarrow too long, it might heat up. So I got to be careful about the stuff I already fed him. I think it's okay. I loaded. I think I can get the last one on. Fourth and last pile loaded. I'm just going to park this under the carport somewhere in case it rains. I wonder if I could cut to the grass over there. You know, on that side, I don't think it's too steep. At least that side ain't. I can cut that for the bull. But I'd rather cut it down there. Cut it down there on my side, next to the road, before the township people mow it. Okay, this is the last one. I'm just going to park it underneath the roof there in front of the house. Under the roof. That works for me. I'm going to back the truck back under the carport too. And put this fence back up. And close that gate. And let the cattle back in. They're still over there by the gate. And the bull inside the pen, he's still eating the green grass. Missing part of his wing. But it can still fly. Maybe it's molting. I'm going to go see how much he's eating. Oh, the herd bull's down under there. They're trying to eat underneath the gate. I can hear their horns clanging on the gate. The grass I got to eat down there, and they're still trying to reach under there to get some of what I gave him. They can reach in there pretty far. Must taste good. I wasn't sure if they're going to eat it. I know it wasn't hot. It was cool to the touch. So I was checking it as I was unloading it. Must be tasty. I didn't throw that in there for you guys. Maybe I should lock you guys out of here. But they can't reach under too far anymore. Unless he pushes it. Unless he starts pushing it that way. Yeah, I should have been cutting some grass for him and not rely on just a hay bale. Well, they're going to do what they're going to do. So I'm going to go back to the house. I said no corn. Now, I know what you're thinking. Eat some hay, eat some of that grass if you want some, but no corn. Look at red, red under the tree. I guess I could reach over with the pitchfork. Oh, I left the pitchfork. There's another one in the barn if I wanted to. I could reach over the fence and push that away some more, but that's okay. Let them have it. What do you think about all this, huh? Maybe he won't move so much if he's got something green to eat. Hey, little bully, little red. They need to start spraying the fences. Weeds are starting to get big. They need to spray all the perimeter fence on the small pasture around this pasture back down at that bottom. And then I gotta spray some perimeter fence. I sprayed some of the perimeter fence at the big pasture, but I gotta spray the rest before the weeds get out of control. Oh, the bugs are biting me. I sprayed that fence a while back. It's turning yellow. I think I did that at the same time I sprayed the garden. Yeah. Yeah, you know, it's not hot today. I think the temperature was only around 70, around 5:30. But it's so humid. It's so, I'm sweating even though I'm not hot. I'm just sweating from the humidity. Yeah. I got a few berries. I could pick some. I ate all the other berries last night. They were good. I can't reach most of these. The fence is on. I can reach a few. I can reach a few. That one's still red. There's one that's red too. There aren't that many. I think the birds are getting most of them. There's one back there. Oh, that one almost fell off. Hold still. Ah, there's a nice one. I think that's all. There's one under there. Ah, bugs, bite me. Yeah, I got a few. Oh, they look red. That one's really red. I lost one. Let's eat them. Oh, good. Real sour, but good. Oh. Okay, I gotta go in. I'm sweating. I'm not even hot. It's just so humid. Whew. Whew. Yeah, it's right here. I don't even know what time it is, but it must be getting late. Yeah, I sprayed that. I think the same time I sprayed that. I think I started up there somewhere. There, I sprayed all this along here. Oh, that's right. Sprayed down here, just to the gate, and then I sprayed the garden, and then I went down there and sprayed that ditch. Yeah, that's what I did. I sprayed the ditch. I'm Mama cat's gonna feed her babies. I set cat food up for them. Look at that. She likes it. But they got their eye on me too. When I first looked at them, they all ran away. Then I sat down for a little while, and then they came back. Mama cat likes that, I guess. I think I'll go around them. I don't want to bother them. The other two cows are still up there eating the hay with the bull. There she is. Relax, girl. Enjoy your kittens while they're still hanging around here. Because eventually they'll either disappear, run off, or just disappear. Hopefully some of them hang around though. "7:50 p.m. There's a storm out in Missouri. I don't know if it's headed my way or not, but it's heading northeast. I know that. I might get some. I might not. Whatever it is, it'll be here later tonight, or maybe even tomorrow morning, early. Didn't get nothing today though.